That's why I want you every fucking Friday until March 13th. Hey, good welcome, everybody. This is Harry Art and Barbarian with Electric Eel Entertainment. We've been in business since 1992, and we are officially launching as of February 2nd, 2018, the Love You Detroit broadcast, beaming out over the Foundation Hotel. And my co-host, guest, whatever, Joel Fragomeni, he has much more podcast experience than me. He's here with us, and Love You Detroit. He's also 9:10 a.m. He also manages and works at the Comedy Castle. He is a kingpin of comedy. Welcome to Love You Detroit. Joel, please tell us your thoughts.
Thank you. Oh, boy, that was some intro. It was a big intro.
Well, you're
it's
a
good
big
to be
man.
here. It's good to be here.
Yeah, you're a good man.
I'm here with Harry. We're at the Foundation Hotel. This is the Love You Detroit podcast.
And we are on air. Can you see that with the video?
Let me get that there. I should get the whole studio.
Yeah, dude. This is a retro studio. But we're not really telling people where it is. We don't want people to know where it is. As far as we're concerned, that we're beaming out of Joel Fragomeni's house in Ferndale.
Well, this isn't my house. This is way nicer than my house, but it's
all
nice.
we need is women. And macaroni.
There were women in here when you were at the store.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. When I come, they all leave.
And then they ran away.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so thank you for having me on the inaugural Love You Detroit podcast. Thank you.
We have the Love You Detroit Comedy Jam coming up February 15th. Mm-hmm. You can kind of see it like that. Yeah, I'm fucking ADD, by the way, everyone, and I can swear whatever I want. But here's the deal.
It's a podcast.
We got the Love You Detroit Comedy Jam coming up. We're going to be supporting this new brand. Love You Detroit is a brand that supports Detroit through making money for me and for people that are joined with Love You Detroit through apparel, arts and entertainment events, and affiliate advertising. And what we're going to do is we're going to donate up to 50%. Joel, hear this. Up to 50% of our proceeds through our via our L3C status of being a limited liability as well as a 501c3 nonprofit. We're going to be donating up to 50% of our profits to Detroit-based nonprofits.
Okay.
So Love You Detroit is actually going to be a brand that builds Detroit, and we're going to be making serious money, but at the same time being a serious foundational support to the city of Detroit, and we're just tapping in on what the positive things have been going on in Detroit. And so we want you to come to the Love You Detroit Comedy Jam, which we're going to be using as a tool to support finishing the song, the Love You Detroit song and music video, and then eventually start our movement, which will be starting March 13th, 2018. All right, enough about me. Let's talk about you. You're about to go to the Comedy Castle, and I'm fucking keeping you from getting on the road.
No. We got some time. We're just figuring out this studio, which is beautiful, but it was hard because you have so much experience in engineering and that,
right.
But it's really all.
I'm not an engineer at all.
It's all done in my own studio for the most part,
right?
Which I built, so I know how it works. Right. When I come here to this studio, which is very nice.
I'm Steve Jobs, and you're Mike Wozniak. Let's just
Steve Wozniak.
Steve, whatever.
Mike was his brother who
committed suicide.
Yeah, I don't know what Mike Wozniak did, but that was funny.
Steve.
You don't like Steve Wozniak?
I like Steve Jobs because I'm a fucking asshole like him.
Well, that's good.
All right.
Well, if people watching us, they're walking by.
We're waving to people. They think we're stars. We are stars. Love You Detroit. We are beaming out of somewhere in Detroit. It's a mystery. Let's not.
Well, we've already said it.
No. Let's forget it. Let's not bring it up anymore.
You're afraid. This is
I'm afraid. Yeah.
This is Harry's biggest fear is that other podcasters will figure out.
Don't say names.
Or not just podcasters, because there's other podcasts that already come out here, but comedians in Detroit.
Yes, comedians.
He doesn't want other comedians in Detroit figuring out where we're at and how we're doing the show.
Exactly.
So Harry's thought is that
I'm territorial because I want Love You Detroit. Mm-hmm. And you know how comedians are. They're going to gum up the system with their rotten apple.
I understand that.
And then all of a sudden, Lloyd Digg is going to come out of nowhere and he's going to block up like 80 hours of studio time.
You said
Love You Detroit.
Don't name names, and here we are with Lloyd Digg.
I mean, Digg Johnson.
I don't know that he has a podcast.
He does.
Oh, does he?
It's called like Leave It to Deep Beaver or something.
Oh, I've seen he has a YouTube show.
Like Lloyd Have Mercy.
Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, actually, I have.
Don't meta tag that name, please.
I like Lloyd. Lloyd's a nice
don't
guy.
meta tag him. No, being serious. Like, don't use other.
Who's
comedians.
meta tagging anybody?
I'm paranoid because Joel is a.
Let me ask you this:
Joel is
Do you
a
know
comedy,
what a meta tag is?
Joel is a comedy kingpin, and he has like a direct route to all the open micers. He literally created this monster named Melissa Hager. I don't even want to talk.
What?
Yeah. He created a monster up in Frankenmuth.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, let's talk about the love. Joel Fragomeni, let me tell the audience.
I should.
No.
I was thinking it'd be better if I interviewed you.
No.
On Joel
Love
Radio,
Detroit,
I would interview you.
It's a huge fan of Love, and Joel's a loving man. Like he's loved and left so many women. It's not even funny. He's a good guy. Let me tell you something. He loves Bruce Springsteen. He loves the fucking Beatles.
I do.
And he's a man of love and peace. And ladies and gentlemen, he is a good-looking man. Women, he's in his late 40s. He's a good man. I think he needs to be married and have a kid.
That'd be nice.
I'm 51 years old. I'm a good-looking guy. Joel's a good-looking guy. We're both really fucking smart. We both have 3 jobs. You know, and like the thing is, hey, if you want a nice place on Ardmore in,
wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get you laid, bro.
I'm doing fine without you. Trust me.
Well, guess what? I'm not.
Okay.
I have a hand, and my hand is getting a lot of action.
But we have a visitor. Can you go to the door, please, and let in the waitress?
Right, we got women.
We're locked in. Yeah, go let her in. Go let her in. Harry, Harry ordered some food, mostly for him, at the foundation here. Thank you so much. Listen. I know if you're listening to this, I know Harry's on fire here. Well, the food looks good.
Yeah. I'm going to tempt my friend
at the mystery location.
I'm trying to lose weight, and Joel, look.
That is good-looking food. I'll eat a chip. Well, not if you put your mouth all over them.
Joel's lost like 85 pounds. I've lost and gained back 25 pounds. So secretly, I hate Joel.
Well, I mean, I don't know if eating chips on a podcast is necessarily the best thing in the world to do. Here she comes. She's got your silverware, buddy. Harry orders food beginning of the podcast. Before we sit down, tells the guy.
Joel, can you read this? Can you read what?
Oh, so I'll read you. You go ahead and eat. I'll read the Love You Detroit. This is a press release about Love You Detroit for immediate release. Metro Detroit Foundation. Set to launch positive marketing movement for Detroit entitled Love You Detroit. So I will read this here, and Harry can eat. Detroit, Michigan, USA, Triple E Electric Eel Entertainment is set to launch a positive new movement, theme song, and music video for the city of Detroit entitled Love You Detroit. The song and upcoming music video will feature Motown legend Martha Reeves of Martha and the Vandellas and rapper Harry B., a.k.a. AMC Sampler. The song and music video will be historic as it pairs a Caucasian rapper with a Motown legend with a track and video which is sure to inspire millions. Harry B., as his other persona, MC Sampler, has been on Fox 2 Detroit, MTV News, Mancow Muller's syndicated radio show, and had the number one most requested song, Baby Got Jack, on 96.3 WHYT with Lisa and 2 other top markets. Our mission is to capitalize on the current positive groundswell for the city of Detroit and for the Love You Detroit Foundation to be a continuous resource for positive marketing communication for the city of Detroit through art. The Love You Detroit project is set to dominate stage, internet, radio, and TV, officially launching with the music video for Thanksgiving 2017. Well, I think you missed that date. I think you missed that date. I have an old version of it. But wait a minute. It's the only one you gave me. Why do you give me the? I'm not going to read a whole new press release. People just listen to one. No. I'll just do the amendment.
Hold on.
Because it was all good until then.
Yeah, wait. This is the wrong. Yeah, this is the right press release. Can you reread it?
No. I'm not going to read.
I'll fucking do it.
I'm not going to read the whole thing.
I'll do it.
No, but we just read it.
I will do it.
Okay. Here's what it is. All right. Here's what it is. Oh my God! It is completely different.
I've been busting my ass on this fucking concept.
Well, let's just say there is one. Let me just give you some highlights from this one. Love You Detroit is teaming up with nonprofits such as Detroit Blight Busters, Neighborhoods Building Brightmore, and the Homeless Action Network of Detroit to help raise money for their causes as well. Love You Detroit officially launching for 3/13/18, March 13th, 2018. The project is looking for positive press coverage, private and corporate sponsorship to fund the song, music video, brand, and movement.
Joel loaned us $25.
I did. I loaned you. I am invested in this project.
We secured a Kiva loan of $1,000 from San Francisco.
Okay, and then Love You Detroit, the brand that builds Detroit. For more info, go to loveyoudetroit.com, and you can contact Harry. Should I give this information out?
Yeah.
Harry B-E-E-E, that's Harry B with 3 E's, all one word, at gmail.com.
You're the best voice, Joel.
Or call him at 917-771-7197. Love You Detroit. welcome to our podcast,
Joel, you have a very good voice.
where Harry eats a big, giant, delicious plate of something. What was that?
It's beef and chicken. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm a vegetarian, dude.
Yeah?
I'm a vegetarian. By the way, big shout out to Joe Bruce.
Well, is there anything else you want to tell us about Love You? I mean, how did this song come into being? Well, how do we...
Why don't you explain to the audience how it came into being?
I don't know. Harry's done songs. Well, I can explain it. I don't know if you want me to explain the real derivation.
I do.
Harry wrote a song that was very controversial, and it was negative on the city of Detroit. Can I talk about that?
Yeah.
And then you decided to revamp it because you really love Detroit. You don't hate Detroit.
Because at the end of the song, I said, I love you, Detroit. I love you.
I think it was called, without being vulgar, it was called F.U. Detroit. Mm-hmm. And you went on Channel 2 News and you were interviewed by Charlie Langton about it. And they basically thought you were ridiculous. And then you decided to make Love You, Detroit. And then you went back on the same show and they didn't even realize it was you, which was really funny. I thought that was good. And now you're attempting a podcast, which, is something. But I've been part of some of your other projects, and I've seen some of your other things. Like, you had a song about Valentine's Day. Didn't you have a song about...
Which I was shot by Ryan Archibald, a really good actor.
Did you have a song for St. Patrick's Day, too?
Yes.
What was that called? I forget.
I want to poke a red head. Apparently on St. Patrick's Day.
On St. Pat's Day. That's very funny.
With the infamous Bill Hamill.
And then there was stuff like This Is Why I'm Shot.
Bill Halfway Hamill. Yeah, This Is Why I'm Shot.
And which is one of my favorites. And, of course, Baby's Got Jack, which is the big hit.
Not Baby's Got Jack.
Baby Got Jack.
Baby got Jack.
What happened to Change That's Loose? Is that still a thing, or did that never happen?
Well, I shot the video, and it was so bad I had to pull it off. And it was like,
Sometimes that happens. The Beatles did Let It Be. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to.
Isn't that one of their bigger ones?
Well, the movie.
By the way,
Shout out to Joel Frankenman securing us. By the way, this is Tom Bodette. When you need,
I don't like these chips. By the way, I don't need any more. Of these. Please help yourself.
when you are on the road, and you need a place to stay, and you want to go to a motel that'll leave the light on for you, go to Motel 6. We are a proud sponsor of Love You, Detroit.
Motel 6 is.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
That's great.
We just picked up a sponsor.
I don't know if that's true
Hey.
or not.
Oh wait, hold on. Another sponsor's coming.
There's another sponsor coming?
Hi. My name is Vinny, and I'm the president of Olive Garden, and we just want to say,
hi, Vinny.
this $10,000 check we are donating
my
now
goodness.
to Love You, Detroit, and we heard all about you. And just remember, just visit Olive Garden because when you're here, you're family.
That's terrific. Thank you, Olive Garden. Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, if you do not support Love You, Detroit, and you try to do something to our brother Love You, Detroit, you're going to find yourself under the Ambassador Bridge.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, what else can I tell you? Well, there's the poster for Love You Detroit. Maybe I should show this on this camera here because we are doing a video version of this podcast as well for those of you listening.
Absolutely.
So anyway, all of this now. Tell me about Martha Reeves, and it turns out I'm going to interview you apparently because you can't seem to be on topic today.
Listen, I am on topic.
Martha Reeves is on Love You, Detroit.
Yes, she is. She
does a vocal on
She
it.
does the vocal. And
tell us how you got involved with Martha.
She came to sing at our house in the early 90s because one of our relatives was running in politics, and she came, and she hit it off with me and my family, and she made friends with my mom and my dad, and then next thing you know, like, I'm talking to Martha, and she knew I was a rapper. And
Yeah.
she said, never give up on your dreams. So years later, I reached out to her, like, God bless you with the idea of having her actual still phone number, that it worked. Okay, you're not really buying it. So I convinced her to be in a rap song against her will.
Oh. Well, she's in it, and, I've heard it. And
These chips are awful.
yeah, I don't know what's with those. They have some odd flavoring.
Ladies
that I'm
and
not
gentlemen,
a big fan of.
We just, however, picked up a sponsorship from Lay. Lay's.
Lay's?
Hi. My name is Jimmy Lay, and I started Lay's Corporation in 1928. I found out about Love You, Detroit back in 1975 when I was a poor black man. Now I'm a rich corporate American. I am 100% white. and I have $50 million cash in the bank. I support Love You Detroit as well as you should. Lays, Love You Detroit.
Yeah.
You just can't have one.
Well, you're putting him on the floor, so I guess maybe we've had all we're gonna have.
You know what, Mr. Lay? I appreciate your $15 million check to Love You Detroit, but your Lay's chip sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Sal Giovanni or whatever. I'm relatives with Julie, who got canned by Mark Ridley at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle for no reason because she felt threatened. Anyway, no, because Mark was threatened by her brilliance.
What are you talking?
Let me just tell you something. I'm writing a $12,000 check to Love You Detroit. This is Better Made chips. And remember, when you want to have the very best, come to Better Made. You know why? Because Love You Detroit is Better Made. And Julie got thrown under the bus.
What are we? When is this? What if you're at home right now and you're listening to this? You're in your car.
If you're at home, you're a loser because it means you're either retired or you fucking don't have a job. So stop watching those Dorset commercials and get off your fucking ass and get a job.
Is there any way that people can...
Or you're watching MeTV, like memory television or whatever. Like fucking Joel wakes up every fucking day to watch Leave It to Beaver. Wishes he had a fucking life like that because his mom was in an insane asylum. Basically, he grew up in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And the fact is, he's still fucking normal.
Is there a way for anyone listening to this that they could help or support the cause of Love You Detroit?
Go to fucking GoFundMe.com / Love You Detroit. L as in lollipop, U as in unicorn, V as in Victor, or Valentine's Day. Love you, then the letter
Love
U,
you,
and
Detroit.
then Detroit. And then guess what? If you donate, we have our number one donor. I'm going to put him on the phone right now. His name is Matt Tarpinian.
I don't know how well we're going to be able to hear him on this.
I really...
Put him on speaker and maybe get him close to the mic or something?
Okay. First of all, Joel doesn't understand that I worked with Howard Stern for 10 years as well as working for Mancow for 15. Joel has nothing over me in terms of radio experience.
I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying I don't know if we can hear your guest.
Like as though
if you want people to hear.
As though I don't know what I'm doing. You're acting as
I'm not accusing you of that.
We're putting Matt on the air.
He's
my number one contributor. He's contributed over $200 so far to Love You Detroit cause. We've raised over $1,600
well, let's say hi to Matt.
We are going to call Matthew, and he's my number one contributor to Love You Detroit, and he's a sweet boy. He's 22. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Such a good boy. You're such a good boy.
You're talking about him like he's a Labrador Retriever.
He's retrieved so many funds for Love You Detroit. It's
that's
funny.
nice, but
he's a good man.
I think have I met this Matthew fella once?
We're gonna leave him a message.
Oh,
you
okay,
have.
so he's
you might
not.
have spoken to him. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Dude, if you don't fucking do a good job, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's there.
Okay, all right, Matt. You know what?
Okay, so they go to a GoFundMe to help your site.
Let's just do this anyway. I'm just gonna call him back. You know what? His name is Matt Tarpinian. He's the number one contributor to Love You Detroit. Shout out to Shopper Sumian. Shout out to Joel for his $25 lance. Shout out to
I donated money to this as well.
My brother Ara and my sister. Like I convinced everybody to fund Love You Detroit. Hey, give me Love You.
No, she's just walking past.
All right. But Love You Detroit is about loving people.
It is.
Loving money.
Yes.
Loving the homeless. Okay, Matt is not taking
Matt's
my call.
not taking
He's
your call.
blocking me because he knows very
well.
well.
I don't know if he's blocking you. It's going to voicemail.
I'm mad at him.
Maybe
he knows that I'm mad at him.
Well, let's just maybe we can talk because I'm only here for a limited time.
We're calling
I have
Danny
limited
Wilkerson.
time.
He's a former administrator of the Coleman Young government. We're going to take a gamble. We're putting him on Love You Detroit.
All right.
Matt, you're on Love You Detroit. I love you. Matt, shout out to Joel. Say something to Matt.
Hi, Matt. How's it going? It's Joel.
We love you from Love You Detroit, loveyoudetroit.com. Thank you for all your support, Matt. You're a lot to me. I just want the best for you, and stop acting like a fucking retard.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
so if anyone's...
We're going to call Danny Wilkerson now, Senior Vice President of Invictus Partners. He's actually highly connected, and I want to talk to him.
Yeah. I think you might be giving his number over the video when you hold up his card.
It doesn't matter.
On the video.
It doesn't matter. Stop. You'll block it out.
I'll block it out.
Spend the extra money on the software or figure it the fuck out. All right, so here we're calling him up right now. I don't want to hear your back. Like Joel is full of like he's like this old lady that's all like worried. Hello, we're calling Danny Wilkerson. I met him at church.
But I don't know if anyone can hear him on show?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it's on speaker.
Boy, are you stupid, man. Like as though, Let's see if Danny Wilkerson is in.
Well,
Thank you for calling. We are currently unable to take your call at this time.
Here, let me call him up.
Well,
he's a player from the dude. It's 2:57. Keep talking.
no, it's fine. So what else can we talk about, Harry? I mean, what about this comedy show? Let's talk about because you have a poster for February 15th. That's coming up. That's in a couple of weeks. It's at the Two-Way Inn, the Love You Detroit Comedy Jam. What can you tell us about that? What's going to happen there?
A lot of fun, dude.
Yeah. Oh, it's.
Okay, he's not picking. I'm gonna shut this off.
Okay. Now tell us. I mean, it's a $30 ticket.
Yes.
In advance. And $35.
Yeah, you'll get comedy, you get music, nacho bar, and $2 Strohs, plus access to Love You Detroit apparel. And if you think it's too expensive, up to 50% of our proceeds will eventually go to Detroit-based nonprofits.
So it's a charity fundraiser.
Correct.
Interesting. Well, it's good. Anybody on the lineup that we should know about on February 15th?
the Smile Hustler.
He's funny.
We got Camero.
Very funny.
We got Marcus Olin.
Very funny.
We have Jeremiah Pauling.
Okay. He's all right.
Okay, hey, Jeremiah, he didn't say very funny.
No, I'm kidding.
He didn't say very funny afterwards.
Jeremiah's my friend. I like Jeremiah.
Amit Jain.
Amit Jain.
Again, he said nothing after Amit Jain. Hey, Amit, never let Joel have his class come in and perform because Joel is just using you to pretend like he has a class. Okay. Let's see. What else? And we got DJ Stan Cleveland, a.k.a. DJ E-Quad from Jason Jamerson's Contact.
Okay.
And I invited Jason. Maybe he'll come. I'll invite Mike Bonner. I would love for you to come. It's going to be all night.
Yeah,
it's going to go from 7 to 9, and there's going to be a party afterwards. You're going to come. I want you to come. It'll be free after 9. So, $2 Strohs, all you can eat nacho bar.
Now, let me ask you this about Love You Detroit and everything with the fundraising. I mean, at what point, where are the funds needed for? I mean,
right now I've put a ton of money into Love You Detroit song. Like people don't understand it costs money to record in studios. It costs money to license music samples. It costs money to market packages all around the world. It costs money to get the proper legalities going with Love You Detroit. It costs a lot of money and time. I am sunk in the project a ton of time and a ton of money, and I need support to raise money for a $100,000 music video as well as a $10,000 track that's going to be Motown Def Jam distributable.
Wow. That seems like a lot. I've
been at rap since 1991. You can tell the listening audience who I am.
Well, I've given some of your credentials, and they can certainly find you.
Okay, I'm MC Sampler. I'm like the first parody rapper pretty much that ever was successful, and then the internet came and went and whatever. So here's the deal. I'm starting over again. I'm 51. I started at 24. So I've had a #1 hit rap song. I've been on MTV News twice. I've even got song. Okay, I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay, but the Love You Detroit Comedy Jam at the Two-Way Inn. On
Detroit
17897 Mount Elliott.
Two-Way Inn is Detroit's first historical bar and or dive bar.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah, and you're gonna fucking love it.
Mount Elliott.
You better come. 17897 Mount Elliott, middle of fucking nowhere. It's middle of nowhere, bro. And it's a fucking old country place, 1876 when it was started. Well, it's like you're at the fucking like a rustic lodge in the it's like you're in a cabin or some shit like in the middle of Detroit. It's so you promise me that you're gonna come.
Well, I Thursday, February 15th, I'll be working at the club, so I'll be there till 9:30.
Right. So after we're gonna go till 2.
All right, dude.
And then you can take everybody home by Uber. Joel, by the way, this next ad has been brought to you by Uber.
There's no Uber. There's no Uber ad.
Lyft. When you need a way home and you're drunk and you hate people, take Uber. And Joel Fragamendi, he's at 313-989.
Yeah, come on, dude. Come on. Anyway, so well, I mean, I think we've said it all here on podcast #1.
No, we have not.
I Love You Detroit.
No, hold on. There's another sponsor coming in. Hi, my name is Jeffrey Livenstein, and I represent DTE Energy, and we just donated $150,000 to Love You Detroit because Harry is helping out black people, white people, Chinese people, Indian people, and DTE Energy, pay your bills, bitches, or else your shit gets turned off.
Wow.
That's our new motto
That's
for
DTE
2018.
energy. That's
DTE.
the motto.
Hello. Hi, this is Dan Gilbert. Yes,
Hi, Dan.
Yeah. Well, hello, Joel. You're looking good. You should come to work for us. We're rocking and rolling down here, as you might know. Are you familiar with Quicken Loans?
I've heard of Quicken Loan, sure.
Yeah, I have $50 billion cash right now in my trunk. So, yeah, we've just written a check for $1,000 to Love You Detroit. And people ask, hey, Dan, why did you only invest $1,000 in Love You Detroit? Well, number one, it's partly because of my heritage. And the other...
Dan Gilbert's heritage, or Harry...
No, Dan Gilbert.
Okay, Dan Gilbert.
All right, anyway, I'm out.
Thank you, Dan Gilbert, for joining us today on the Love You Detroit podcast.
Hello.
Who's this?
This is the ghost of Mike Ilitch.
Oh, Mike Ilitch's ghost is here.
I wanted to say that Harry's project is so ingenious.
Yeah.
I am telling my wife in her dreams tonight to write a check for $150K to Harry and Love You Detroit. I gotta go.
Wow.
Oh God, the devil is roasting my soul again for all those Little Caesars. Did you know that a $5 pepperoni pleaser only cost me 22 cents to make?
Oh my goodness,
retards!
I don't know that this is really Mike Ilitch's ghost. If you're listening at home, I don't.
And now I got the.
There's a chance this is a guy pretending to be Mike Ilitch's
Now I got the Little Caesars arena, bitch, and I'm making you all fucking pay $15 a slice.
Yeah, a hot and ready was a lot of money when I went to the Little Caesars Arena. It was more than $5.
Yes, it bitches. Your wallets better be hot and fucking better be ready.
All right. Well, I think that's
Yo. This is Joe Bruce.
No, I just want to give a
shout out to MC Sampler. You will never be on our W Fuck Off radio podcast ever again. And we shut down the podcast because we got some reports that the Jacker did some shit. Stay the fuck away from Joel. He's my boy.
Oh my God.
Fucking juggalos forever.
Okay.
This is Kid Rock. I never knew MC Sampler. He seems
Kid
like a
Rock.
loser.
Yo, this is Eminem. No, MC Sampler, man, kiss my dick.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's much.
This is Bob Seger. I just left my
Bob.
home. Hello, how you doing? Till it shines, till it shines, till it shines. Can I play one of my hit songs?
Bob Seger's. I don't know. I mean,
Do you remember Pine Knob, brother? Do you remember Pine Knob?
Yeah, I remember Pine
Harry
Knob.
is like the Pine Knob of 2018.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Okay, he's a cross between Eminem and who's that guy? Johnny Cash.
All right. Well, maybe this should wrap up.
No,
this podcast.
you
We
said-
spent about a half an hour, and I think that's enough for people. And there'll be more. You're going to have other guests coming in.
Can
and
everyone
joining
go
you.
to Love starting Monday, today's February 2, 3, February 2, 3, 4. February 5th, LoveYouDetroit.com becomes active. Anyone can visit GoFundMe.com/LoveYouDetroit.
Maybe that's when this podcast will launch too.
No, maybe.
I don't
that would
know
be smart.
what's happening with
Actually,
this
yeah.
podcast.
Let's wait for the website to go live, and then we'll launch
you'll
it.
put the podcast up. So
Love You Detroit. Go to GoFundMe.com. We need funds. / hold on. Love You Detroit. LUVU Detroit. After GoFundMe. So GoFundMe.com / Love You Detroit, or visit LoveYouDetroit.com come Monday.
Maybe
It probably goes live like 3:33 p.m. or some shit.
All right, that's cool. And what else I'll tell you a little bit about if I can plug Joel Radio.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
Yes.
My
By the way,
podcast?
this is the Love You Detroit podcast with your hosts, Joe Fragomeni and Harry Berberian.
Oh, well, we'll
you
see.
never gave us a proper intro.
Well, it's the first one. I'm not sure how else to do it.
Well, you said that on your first time you ever made love to some woman. She was like, you never gave me a proper intro, and you were like, well, this is my first time. In the right corner, we have a woman who has an incredible pussy, and she's about to, like, that's what she wanted.
JoelRadio.net. I've been doing that show for over, it'll be, 13 years this in March.
He has the first, Joel Radio is the first comedy
Comedian
podcast, comedian podcast.
ever. It was originally called the Corey and Joel Radio Show. It's now changed names to Joel Radio, but it is the same show.
And Corey is now in a homeless shelter.
No, Corey still sits in with me most of the time. But you can catch that there. I'm also on 9:10 a.m. every Tuesday night with Mike Bonner. If you in Detroit, you can
9:10 a.m.
You can go to 9:10 a.m. Superstation and stream that 11 to 1. I sit in with Mike Bonner every Tuesday night, which is fun. I actually did a freestyle rap the other night.
Can you tell
Which
us a
I'm
little
not
bit
good
about your comedy? What's going on this weekend at Comedy Castle?
This weekend, well, people are going to hear this later, but I believe next week will be Rocky Laporte.
Oh, yeah, I know Rock. I was in a comedy contest with him. He's
From
a
Chicago.
Nice guy.
Funny guy. He was on Last Comic Standing, and he's very funny.
He was supposed to be on the... I think he knows Sal Romano pretty well.
He very well may. So go check out
I've
Rocky.
also performed with Sal Romano.
Go to comedycastle.com. There's a great lineup of comics coming up. Dave Attell's coming up this spring. John
I know Dave. I've
Camparulo.
opened mic with
Lots
Dave
of
Attell.
guys.
And Louis C.K., everyone. I'm the comedian Harry Arton. I'm very infamous.
Well, I mean, I think it would be nice on a future show, and maybe we make people wait to hear it, but maybe if there's a demo or some sort of rough version of Love You Detroit, then they can hear.
I have it right now. Can I play
Well,
it?
I don't. I mean, if
I have
people
the
can
demo.
hear it,
Yeah.
we can hear
I'll
it.
play it. This is
So
awful.
we'll go out on this,
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Off
is
of
this
his
is-
phone.
This is awful. Oh wait, let me close this pornography. Hold on. Hold on. Let me squirting. Teen squirt.
I don't know what that
Okay,
means.
okay.
I don't know anything
Teen-
about that.
Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so broke right now. My hand is my only friend. I can't even get bitches on OkCupid. I don't even know how anyone dates anymore. The only girl I can get is a female hot dog. The only women
All right.
that I date are in my imagination, and they're on fucking Me TV.
Well, that's.
I was fucking Donna Reed this morning.
Yeah.
Joel wishes he had to Leave It to Beaver fucking childhood. I'm kind of like Wally, though, bro. And you're like the Beav. Thank you. Could you?
I don't know.
And can you...
Without it whacking you in the head. We're gonna hear "Love You Detroit" though.
We're going to hear a little bit of
a little bit of it off of a phone.
Okay.
So it's not the good work. So if you donate to loveyoudetroit.com on GoFundMe,
We're still building it, folks. I'm not going to play you my rap part.
then you'll get to hear the beginnings of it, and then they'll hear the finished version.
I'm going to give you an excerpt.
The finished version is coming,
It's the finished
but it
version.
needs your money. It needs your support.
It needs your money. It needs
So come to the Love You Detroit Comedy Jam on Thursday, February 15th.
7 to 9 p.m., 17897 Mount Elliott. And this is going to play in a second here, I think.
Okay. We'll wait for that, and I want to. This is a I wish I could. Oh, listen to this.
This is just a sample.
This is the beat, and you haven't rapped over it yet.
Not yet.
Sounds like you've got some production going into this. You've got some.
I'm going into the recording studio with Art Forrest tomorrow at around 3 p.m. Art Forrest was responsible for the hits We're Having Big Fun and stuff for Inner City. He worked with Dwayne Atkins, Juan Atkins, Derek May, Kevin Saunderson to create the hits for Inner City in the early 90s. He's doing the remix for Love You Detroit, and this is going to be the actual real official. He's going to teach me how to become a rapper because I've been trying to fuck with rap since 91. But I'm a comedy rapper, so like I need to learn how to rap. And Joel's going to be in the video as he was in
I can't wait.
Fuck You Detroit.
All right. Well, anyway, why don't we say good afternoon, good evening to everybody, good night, and we'll catch you next time with MC Sampler, also known as Harry, the great Harry, the legend from Mancow and Howard Stern. And
That's not. I don't want
comedy
that.
stages.
I don't want that to be my legacy.
Well, Love You Detroit
I'm about
will be
to
your
be
legacy.
by the time I'm 60, I'll
Love You
be
Detroit.
the most known comedian in the universe.
Let's hope so. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. I'm Joel.
Wait, hold on. Terry,
That's Harry.
My friend Terry left a message. Can we hear what?
I guess
Hold on,
if you want to hear what Terry
It's
says,
only 3:11. Come on.
and then we'll say goodbye.
Here, let's have officially one real guest on the show.
Well, I think he wants, but I think
Terry's a scrapper.
I think we should end now.
I tried to put him on Motor City metal and try to blow them up like as a scrap show. Terry, I'm going to just tell him to say "Love You, Detroit," and we'll be out. How's that? Let's see if he'll pick up. He's representing Shelby Township. Okay, that's it. He's not picking up.
All right. Well, thank you for listening,
Joe Fragomeni.
When
When is this show going to air again? 2:30?
I don't know. We got to figure that out.
How about 2:30 next Friday?
We'll figure it out.
Fridays at 2. Fridays at 2.
Right. Thank you for listening.
Wait. Joel, are you committing to Love You Detroit until March 13th?
Talk off the air, and then maybe we can do something. We'll work something out. All right. Thank you, Harry.
Remember, Joel, to beam the number and time right here on the video?
That's possible if you take the video.
You can
and
subscribe to Electric Eel Entertainment. You can subscribe to Love You Detroit at Hip Hop U Detroit. That's the URL. Electric Eel Entertainment is Electric Eel and then ENT.
Is that a YouTube you're saying?
Yeah, I have 2 YouTube channels. I Love You Detroit YouTube channel, and I also have Electric Eel Entertainment YouTube channel. Joel, what can they? Where can they hear your podcast?
JoelRadio.net, like I said, 9:10 a.m. every Tuesday night. I'm on there.
And I heard you teach a comedy class?
I teach the advanced comedy class at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. The next session starts Saturday, February 24th at 1:30 p.m. It's for comics with some experience. If you don't have experience doing comedy and you want to do a comedy class, we have a beginner class with Bill Bouchard. That's also on Saturdays at 10 a.m. So you can call the Comedy Castle at 248-542-9900. Inquire about comedy classes at the Comedy Castle. They're very good. You'll like them. We'll teach you a lot of stuff.
Can you give me a set number again?
248-542-9900.
Okay, I'm Harry Art Barbarian.
I'm Joel Fragomeni.
This has been Love You Detroit, episode number 1. Today is February 2nd, 2018. By March 13th, 2018, you will hear the greatest song and music video rap comedy tribute to Detroit in the history of man.
All right. Good night.
Peace. Was that good, dude?
Yeah, I think so.
I admit that was hilarious.
Well, I think it's...
At first, it was so fucking...
I mean, it's...
Do it.
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 I mean...